Hello, Hero of Collectors here. How's it going, everybody? Hope you all are doing fantastic. I know I am, because today we are talking the new Marvel Legends and Star Wars Black Series and Transformers Studio Series reveals that happened over the weekend because of Hasbro 1027 and MCM London Comic Con. So, we're going to be talking about those today. There were other reveals. I'm only going to be covering the Transformers Studio Series and the Star Wars Black Series stuff, particularly the ones that interest me. And then we are going to cover the entire wave of Marvel Legends that were revealed at MCM and 1027. So, let's start out with Star Wars Black Series. So, they started out with 1027 revealing a 2-pack, Clones of the Republic, Mace Windu, and one 87th Legion Clone Trooper. I think they said that this was like a Shop Disney exclusive, if I'm not mistaken. And it interests me only for the Mace Windu. I'm not a big clone army builder, especially nameless clones like this. Like, give me a 5s and Echo all day, but give me just 838 Trooper and you kind of lost me. But I do like the Mace because it would go with my Anakin and Obi-Wan from the Clone Wars series with the armor. But at the same time, I already have the 2003 clone armor, or the armored Mace Windu that they did on that card back for Walmart exclusive. So my dilemma here is do I buy this and hope that one day that they do Anakin and Obi-Wan variants in their 2003 armor? Or do I skip this and just keep the 2003 Mace Windu as my Clone Wars Windu? I'm kind of debating here. I wouldn't mind getting another Windu. This will be my third one, but at the same time, if I can skip it, I'll skip it. I'll just need to decide what I want to do in the future. So that's all I have to say for that pack. And then we get into the MCM reveals, which were, a Episode 1 Padme in the main line and a young Anakin from Episode 1 in the main line. So the Padme doesn't totally interest me. I still want to go get an Episode 2 Padme, and I might get this down the line. I'm trying to rework how I do my Star Wars collecting, like collect in groups for certain looks and like not necessarily teams, but like eras of these characters. So she doesn't necessarily fit, but I can make her fit if I want to have her with my other Episode 1 people, which as of right now is just young Obi-Wan. But I wouldn't mind having her. I still need to get the Episode 2 Padme, so having this one won't be too bad. Yep, that's Padme. And then young Anakin, I am definitely in on, because after getting the young Obi-Wan, I decided to at least have the trio of Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon, and Anakin. So I'll get young Anakin, I'll track down a Qui-Gon, and then I've got that trio set. I may add in Padme one day, but as of right now, I'm not totally sold on getting the Episode 1 version quite yet. This Anakin, it only comes with a backpack. I think it's fine. I would have loved to had his pod racer helmet and his Nubian, is it Nubian? The yellow ship from the final battle, the helmet that he wears in that ship. I would love to have those as included accessories, but at the same time, I imagine Black Series will repaint this guy and do that exact thing, so who knows. So yeah, I'm definitely in on Anakin. He's one I want. And then they had some pipeline reveals. Apparently there's going to be a Clone Phase 2 and a Battle Droid 2-pack that's exclusive. A shared fan exclusive of Episode 3 Emperor. And then a Pulse and Shop Disney exclusive. I think they said it's a 4-pack of Mara Jade. I forget the character in the background, but then Luke and then Clone Luke. So out of these, I think I'm only tempted by that 4-pack. I don't think I'm going to get it, but I just like the idea of getting Clone Luke in an action figure line. I think that's a lot of fun. I'm sure they did it back in the day, but I don't know. Seeing it in Black Series would just be a fun idea. But yeah, so that is all I have to say for Black Series. Let me know what you guys are interested in down in the comments, because I think those are some pretty great reveals in terms of figures just for the weekend. It wasn't a ton, but it was some fun stuff. Okay, now getting into the Transformers Studio Series stuff. They had a lot of stuff that I was interested in, a few things I'm not necessarily interested in. I'm not going to get too deep into the stuff I don't want. But starting out for core class, they had was Transformers The Last Night, Decepticon Mohawk, and Bumblebee movie concept Decepticon Rumble. I'm not one that cares for Mohawk, so I'm not going to talk about him, but Rumble is really cool. I like that they're doing this concept series, and I'll get into more of that later on, but the Rumble figure looks good. It looks like he can fit into the Bumblebee movie Soundwave's chest, like Ravage could, so that's really awesome. I'm glad to see that. And overall, he looks fun. I haven't gotten the 86 Rumble yet. I need to, but getting a movie version is still nice. I like that. Then for deluxe class, we've got a Rise of the Beast Scorponok and Rise of the Beast Wheeljack. Scorponok is not one that interests me. I'm not going to army build anything really from Transformers, so he's a pass, but Wheeljack is a maybe. I haven't decided what Wheeljack I want for my movie setup, because I like the Bumblebee movie design, and that's, just G1 turned live action, but also the Pablo van is kind of fun from Rise of the Beast. So I need to see some reviews of both and comparisons and really decide what I feel works best for my collection. So right now, Rise of the Beast Wheeljack is a maybe. Voyager class was an 86 Scrap Heap and War for Cybertron Starscream. I'm a pass on both of those, but the leader class. The leader class was a Bumblebee movie concept design figure of Megatron, and I need this. I was really hoping we'd either get this or a Studio Series 86 Megatron this year, and they just came out swinging. First wave of next year, we are getting a Bumblebee movie Megatron. I am here for it. I want it. I will probably pre-order it because this is going to be badass. Love to see it. I love that they're doing concept figures. That opens up a whole nother realm for Transformers. And I've seen some people complain about the Triple Changer Jet mode, because he can go from robot to jet to tank. Not a lot of people care for the jet. I think I'm indifferent. I don't care about the jet. I think it's a fine mode, but for me, it's the tank and robot mode. I love them. So yeah, as a recap, I'm definitely in on Megatron, and I'm definitely in on Rumble. Wheeljack is a maybe. So that's about all I've got for the Transformer stuff. There were some legacy reveals and a crossover reveal that just weren't for me, but there's something for everybody, I think. Okay, so now we get into the bread and butter. We got the Marvel Legends Spider-Man retro carded wave, and 3 of these were revealed during 10/27, 3 were revealed during MCM Comic-Con. I'm not going to go by how they're revealed. I'm just going to talk about each one individually. So, starting off, we have Spider-Shot, who was it's an alternate Spider-Man from a What If comic book with Wolverine. It's basically an assassin Spider-Man, it's pretty fun. He is on the Renew Your Vows. No, he's on the retro carded pinless body. No toe joints, but he has new hands that have like blast effects you can port in, which is really fun. Definitely a pickup for me, but I'm not going to get it right away. Then we had Blast Stand Spider-Man, who is, I think, another alternate Spider-Man. I don't remember the context. I think it's a bit more darker universe, but he's got like this jacket on. I think it's a fine figure. Promo images aren't really selling me. I saw some videos of people showing off the articulation in the torso. It's really disappointing because all it is it's a ball at the waist that kind of gives some swivel and some rockage and some minor crunch, but it's not what you'd want from a Spider-Man figure. So that's kind of disappointing because I've seen them do ab crunches on jackets before, and I don't know why they couldn't have done it here. So I'll get it, just not right away. Then we have the new retro carded Ben Reilly Scarlet Spider, which is badass. This figure is the Renew Your Vows body with a new overlay for the hoodie. It comes with all the hands. It's got the nice, like, jagged eyes that just look perfect. I think this could work as a Across the Spider-Verse Ben Reilly as well. If you really get nitpicky, you can just add in the shading if you want, but he's going to be my new definitive Ben Reilly, and my older Ben Reilly is going to display the unmasked head on the shelf somewhere else. So yeah, he's the only one I have pre-ordered, and the only one I will pre-order because the second half of the wave goes up Monday, the time of which I think is when this video is going to be going up, hopefully, fingers crossed. So yeah, that is 3 Spider-Man in the wave. Now we get into the villains with Tombstone. This is Tombstone in a full suit, tux, whatever you want to call it, as opposed to the collared V-neck look that we got previously. I don't think it was an actual V-neck though. But either way, it's a new updated Tombstone. This is more my mind's eye of Tombstone, so I definitely want this guy. And he comes with some alternate hands, a crowbar, and an extra head. And the extra head has the new neck articulation that I really don't care for, that I really hope doesn't catch on. It's where the neck is connected to the head and you detach the head at the base of the neck, which I think is fine is if you did the upper head articulation as well, like the Mark 85 Iron Man from the Thanos and Iron Man 2-pack. That would be the perfect blending of those two concepts. But here it's just articulation at the bottom of the neck and that's it. So I really hope this doesn't catch on and they do this more often. I would prefer, if they were going to give us lower neck articulation, to give us that and a ball and hinge at the top of the neck, like I think it's Model 80 Iron Man from the controller wave we got last year. So that's just my opinion. Otherwise, I think the figure's fine. Like, it'll represent Tombstone well on my display. It's just I got that little nitpick, and I don't want that to catch on. Then there is Jack-O-Lantern, who is really cool. This is a more, not classic, but it's a more traditional Jack-O-Lantern design than the one we got previously. He's got the greens. He's got the little glider. He looks really good. I'm definitely going to get him because he can go on my Spider-Man shelf, and my previous Jack-O-Lantern can go with my Thunderbolts, I think. I think he was on that team at some point. So that'll be really cool. And what's awesome is the glider, the bottom of it, you can actually remove a portion of it and plug it into the standard, I don't want to say Hasbro, but like the flight stands that they use for the gliders and I think the land speeders for Star Wars and Marvel. You can plug that into the glider and have them float around like that. So I think that's a nice addition and a nice option if you want it. So that's really awesome. And last but certainly not least, we have Hallows Eve, who is a newer character that connects to the Dark Web storyline that just happened, was it early this year, late last year? I can't remember. She's not a character I love, but I think the design is really cool. Powers are iffy. I think they're fine. But she would look very nice next to Chasm, who I already have in the collection. So, yeah, I kind of have to keep them together. It's not the worst character by any means, but I think she's not my favorite. So I will get her, but not right away. So that was all the Marvel Legends reveals. I think overall, all the reveals, they're pretty fun. Nice mix of things for me personally. I know some people aren't probably as interested in some stuff. Like, it was a very Spider-Man heavy for Marvel Legends. I think it was very prequel heavy for Black Series collectors. Transformers, they had a nice mix of stuff, but it was mostly Studio Series as the bulk of their reveals. So that hit the mark for me, but maybe not everybody else. But other than that, I don't have much else to say. So make sure you leave in the comments below your thoughts. What did you like? What did you not like? What reveals do you think were the best? Without further ado, I will talk to you all in another video, another post, another time.